All right, we had a little bit of technical issues, but I think we're back. We are live. We are live. Okay. We're waiting. Here we go. Enjoy some sounds real quick.
KFC's $5 Mac Bowls are back?
Let's
go!
That's finger licking good.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Jump right back in. And we're going to start. In 3, 2.
Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Bras. Without any further ado, here are your hosts.
Yo, yo.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Well, I've been fucking saying it for the last 5 minutes. I said, I don't know how many times I said, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And I get no response. I got you. That's
no.
what it looked like on my end, man.
Sorry. Welcome to the Sports Bras, everybody. How's it
Yeah.
going?
Oh, man. This podcast thing is hard.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. Welcome to the Sports Bras, everybody. I'm your host, CC, always alongside my buddy Keith. Keith, how's it going today?
Oh,
Take 2.
real smooth, super smooth is how today's going. Let me tell you, it's like this is a straight line for us, buddy. It's smooth today. No issues.
No
Good thing
issues
I'm
at
a
all.
tech guy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, let's get right into it. As you can see, I am wearing the new Texas Rangers City Connect hat. Speaking of the Texas Rangers, what'd you think of the jerseys unveiling?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Do you like it at all?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah?
It's all right, dude. I don't know. They do so many different jerseys that I don't know.
Yeah.
They're okay. I know you'll probably buy one. I'm sure you probably already got one ordered.
Well, I mean, China's having some issues right now, so I don't know when I'll see it, but
Kung Flu.
Kung Flu. But yeah, so the City Connect jerseys is unveiled, and they're looking pretty snazzy. I like it. So the City Connect jersey uniforms collaborate the baseball heritage of Fort Worth and Dallas combined. The logo, as you can see here, is influenced by the Gothic lettering of the Dallas Eagles with a spur holding the DFW Spurs.
Like the two biggest rivals in the state.
No, not the San Antonio Spurs. I'm talking about
the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles and the Spurs.
Both the Spurs and Eagles.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Right? Yep.
Might as well call them the Dwayne Wades.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? David Freeze.
So the 421 is a vital date in the history of Texas Rangers baseball, as that was the very first home game at the old Turnpike Stadium, which turned into Arlington Stadium back in 1972. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little deal. I like it. I don't know. I like the hat. I'm more of the hat. I like the hat, as you can see. I'm not a real big fan of the jerseys, so to speak. The jersey's all right, but to me, what really kind of was like, ugh, were the pants.
Yeah.
Black pants. Black pants. I don't know, man. But it'll probably grow onto me.
The hats are pretty sick, though.
The hats are pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So, real quick, the Rangers, first place Rangers, by the way, defeated the Oakland Athletics 18-3 last night, as Adonis Garcia goes 5 for 5, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, and 8 RBIs. What are you thinking of the Rangers so far, man? You think they're legit? I know it's early, but what are you thinking?
Well, considering that after the first win of the season for them, you were ready to anoint them champions.
It's looking good, though.
I can't argue it. All right, I can't argue. They look pretty good. Now they're no Tampa Bay Rays, but they're looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, but look at the schedule that the Rays had. Like, really?
I know they'll balance out later on.
Yeah, they'll balance out.
The Rangers are surprising me a little bit, man. I'm not ready to fully commit, but I'll tell you what, I enjoy watching this team a lot more than I have the last few seasons. So let's go. Let's see what DeGrom does today, and then we'll talk a little more about it.
Yeah, speaking of DeGrom, as you said, he is starting today. There was a little bit of scare with his wrist. He had a little wrist issue when he was actually throwing. He was actually perfect through 4.
I know.
And they took him out. Yeah, they threw that curveball too hard, I guess. I don't know. But he's good. He's good.
He's starting, but I told you, though, he seems to always have a little bit of an injury bug floating around him. Just saying. I'm not wishing it upon him. Just saying. Got to be real, bro. We're professional sports podcasters.
Not at the beginning of the show, we weren't.
Well, we're not tech guys, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, I like where the Rangers are starting to go. Now, I think, man, I don't know. It's really going to show exactly who this team is. I would probably say middle May, late May.
45 games in.
Yeah.
Get a better feel for who they're going to be if they're going to have that chance. I think they're going to be good, though. I'm not usually one to jump on the bandwagon with you, but this year I'm going to ride with you, man. They look pretty damn good.
Now their opponents, the Athletics, big news out of their organization is that they're officially going to move to Las Vegas.
Vegas, buying up everything, man.
It's about time they moved out of that dump of Oakland. I mean, dude, even the Moneyball era when Oakland was a playoff team and a legit team that could probably beat the almighty Yankees back in the day, they still couldn't sell out that stadium.
Nope. It's just not.
It was ridiculous how a good team like that couldn't bring the crowd in.
doesn't work in that city, man. It just
No,
doesn't work. You have your loyal fans. Anywhere you have a team, you have loyal fans, but they can't fill the seats, then they can't
it's
continue
just
to
a
be there.
dumpy stadium that they had.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why.
part
That's
of
why
it.
the Raiders left.
Why don't they call Brad Pitt and Jonah
Mhm,
Hill and
mhm.
see if they can turn this thing around, man?
Yeah, get some money ball going on, man. What
That's
the
what I'm
hell?
saying. Like Aaron Brockovich, that shit, man.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
All right, let's talk about it.
Oh, no.
Dallas
Well,
Stars. Dallas Stars NHL playoffs going down. Dallas is down 2-1 against the Wild. After the Wild took game 1, 4-3 in overtime. However, the Stars rebounded and took game 2 in a very ruckus crowd at the American Airlines Center, 7-3. But then they go to Minnesota and pop it up as the Wild take out the Stars 5-1. Wild, like I said, are leading the series 2-1. Big game tonight, Keith. Big game tonight. Your thoughts?
all right, man. Tie this thing up tonight.
We
I
have
think
to.
they do. I think they do tie it up tonight.
And if
They
they
go down
don't,
they go down 3-1. It's going home.
oh no.
Sorry, we said early on though that had to be goaltending.
Yeah, goaltending is a big key, and the fact that they have to adapt because obviously the Wild are taking out Jason Robertson, who is our best player right now,
Yep.
and he is a no factor in this series as of right now. So they have to adapt to that, and they have to put it on the hands of somebody else, so to speak.
Brett Hull.
And Brett Hull, what? Wait, what? Brett Hull?
Yeah.
Brett Hull's
Okay.
Madonna.
Maybe Madonna will step up. He
Look,
usually does.
What they really need to do is get Belfour on the net.
Yeah,
And
the Eagle, bro.
The Eagle, man. And just shut them down. And, we'll have no more issues. But no, in all seriousness, I think, the captains like Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, they have to step up and make an example and show. Like, this is a really good team that I feel like is just, I don't know, man. It's good. You're going to go back if they don't win the thing. You're going to go back and say, man, that 2022-23 Dallas Stars team, they should have won it, man.
Yeah. That's exactly where they're heading right now. But look, it's there's still a lot of time left in this series. I've seen teams go down 3-1 and still have a chance, but I don't see that
They can't go
happening
down
right
3-1
now.
tonight.
They're not going to. You saw how they came out game 1 and they should have won that game, but they didn't. Okay, whatever. They bounced back solid game 2, had a terrible outing the other night in game 3. I think they bounced back strong again today. Take this one, dominantly take this one, a 6-2 type game.
Ooh.
I think they move on and they get it tied up 2-2. Anything can happen. Series long way from being over. I think they still got a really good shot of winning the series.
Other playoff games that are going on in the NHL. The Maple Leafs take care of the Tampa Bay Lightnings 4-3 yesterday into overtime. You saw that game, you said. Toronto leads that series 2-1. The back-to-back champion Lightnings are a little bit in trouble right now, man.
They're struggling a little bit.
Struggling. You think Toronto takes this series?
I do. I absolutely do.
The Devils take care of the Rangers 2-1 in double overtime. New York still leads that series 2-1 though. Who do you have in this series coming out?
Probably the Devils. I don't know. I'm not going to act like I follow both these teams, so I can't really say. I'm just guessing. I'd say Devils.
All right. Avalanche take care of the Kraken 6-4. Colorado leads that series 2-1. Joe Sakic, man, dominating. Patrick
Colorado, as long as Patrick was.
I always thought his last name was Roy.
It is Roy.
But
it's Roy Munson.
Yeah, Patrick Roy, but it was Patrick Waugh. Wow.
Patrick Roy Munson.
Golden State Knights take care of the Jets. Winnipeg Jets in double overtime, 5-4. Golden Knights lead that series 2-1. Who do you have this one?
Before it started, I probably wouldn't have said this, but I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Knights. Vegas
Yeah.
has some good things going for them right now.
Vegas has
so,
always had some good things going for them since they went to Vegas.
especially in hockey. But I'm
Yeah.
saying Vegas in general right now. They're making some moves, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. The Islanders take care of the Hurricanes, 5-1. Carolina leads that series 2-1. The favorite Boston Bruins take care of the Florida Panthers 4-2. They lead that series 2-1. And the LA Kings take care of the Edmonton Oilers 3-2 into triple overtime.
Yeah.
Kings lead that series now 2-1. So there's your NHL.
All good series. There's a lot of make it or break it games coming up over the next day.
The one that we're concerned about, though, is the one in Minnesota.
Right. Yeah, I want to see this one today, man.
Yes.
You know how I feel. I'm pulling
Quack.
for them, but I've got a bad feeling. Quack.
Quack.
Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. All right, moving on now to the NBA. You've been watching a lot of the playoffs?
You know it.
Okay. Well, the 76ers have taken care of the Nets to advance to the next round. As they defeated the Nets 96-88, they win that series 4-0. Brooklyn didn't even show up, man. Oof.
Dominant.
Yeah. So Philadelphia has a little bit of rest now that they have moved on to the next round. The Warriors take care of the Kings 114-97. Kings still lead that series 2-1. The Suns defeat the Clippers 112-100. Suns lead that series 3-1. The Hawks surprisingly beat the Celtics 130-122. However, the Celtics lead that series 2-1. The Knicks defeat the Cavaliers 99-79. Knicks lead that series 2-1. And the Nuggets take care of the Timberwolves 120-111. Nuggets lead that series 3-1. Jimmy Butler and the Heat take care of the Bucks 121-99. The Heat now lead that series 2-1. And the Lakers defeat the Grizzlies 111-101. Lakers now lead that series 2-1. Your thoughts, Keith?
Where to start? How about I'll start with this? How about I'll start with the Lakers surprising me a little bit.
All that trash talking.
Yeah, all the trash talking back and forth, the Dylan Brooks and LeBron's issue, and
LeBron doing the flop job last night to get Dylan Brooks ejected.
He got caught in the wiener.
He got caught in the wiener.
I didn't expect for them to look. I wouldn't even say they look all that great. I didn't expect for them to be up in the series. I'll put it that way. I kind of thought Memphis was that team that could put up 150 a night and would kind of roll through the Lakers. But it just shows you, man, that the Lakers still have Anthony Davis and LeBron, and you got Austin Reeves knocking down shots. They've got some talent. So
they do.
I got the Lakers winning.
A lot of people wrote off the Lakers in the season, said they're done. Like, there's no way this team is going to make it to the playoffs, and here we are.
Well, LeBron got hurt, but he came back a lot faster than expected. So that was I thought if anything, this makes me feel worse about what my Mavericks did.
I know.
This makes me feel
the
a
whole
lot
tanking
worse
thing, just bad taste in our mouths, dude. Like, seriously, I'm really wondering if this is going to affect ticket sales next year, because as a Maverick fan, it left a bad taste in my mouth, dude. It's just like, man,
yeah,
you were that close to the playoffs, and you're just going to tank it so you can get a 10th number 10 pick or potential better pick in the draft. Come on, man.
It's a trash move, man. I hate it for the team because, did you know I'm a diehard Mavs. I'm a Mavs fan for life, bro.
MFFL.
I am, man, but that hurt my feelings a little bit because they had the talent and they were good enough to where what it is, they went on a bad little losing streak. And
yeah, when you lose 2 in a row to the Hornets, oof.
Yeah, but then instead of like crawling out of that and like digging their way out, they turned it off.
We're gonna lose. Like
for what? For like maybe a number 10, number 9 pick.
The most of 10, yeah.
That's trash, dude. Like, that's a bad move. Look at the Lakers. They're the perfect example of why, like, if you get in, you can make a run. Doesn't matter your record. Doesn't matter if you had to win a playoff to get in. None of that matters. Once you're in, you're in. I just wanted to see them try. I'm not worried about them going from the 10th pick to the 18th pick. Who cares? Like, they don't ever pick anybody that works out anyways, except for Dirk.
Yeah.
And then they picked up Luka, but they're doing nothing to build around him. It's like they're willing to let him just, help sell tickets for a couple seasons and then bounce. Like, what are you doing? This guy could be one of the greatest players to ever play the game, and you're not going to invest every single asset you have into him. Like,
Right.
the hell out of here, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in him.
Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Who do you have in the East as a favorite? Who do you have in the West as a favorite?
Originally, I liked Milwaukee over in the East, but with Giannis being out, it makes it tough to really pick them. So I don't know, man. I guess Boston would have to be my ride team.
Yeah,
They have looked pretty dominant.
Boston's really good. Who in
And
the
then
West?
Dude, the West probably. God, I hate to say it because you said it a lot.
God.
You said it months ago. Now I'm gonna roll with what you had to say. I'll probably take Phoenix as the favorite, just because Kevin Durant really makes it almost impossible to stop that offense. And then you got
I just
AD.
hate it because, man, I can't stand KD.
He's gonna get another
And
ring.
He's probably gonna get another ring, and he will always go down in history as a man that got a championship from an elite all-star team. Like, he couldn't do it on his own.
Yeah, but he did show out though in that one series, like I don't remember which
The
year it was.
Warriors. Yeah.
No, the Warriors but I'm saying I can't remember who it was now. I think they played Cleveland or someone, but
Yeah, it was always Cleveland for like 5 years in a row. Remember?
he took over and won MVP in that series, man. Like, he did dominate. I remember watching that series, and like every time he shot a three, he was knocking them down, dude. Like,
Yeah.
he was dominant. He was dominant, but still, you went to a team that had 95% chance of going to the championship before you got there. Then you get there and you're unstoppable. That thing could have went a lot longer if they could have all put their little egos aside and come to an agreement on something, because they had
Draymond and KD did not
That's it, bro.
they did not like each other.
They ruined it. They ruined something great. But yeah, not a big KD fan either.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the NBA playoffs. Moving on now. The draft next week, next Thursday, actually. And your boys here at the Sports Bras have a mock draft coming up here. So let's go right into this mock draft here, Keith.
All right.
See what your thoughts are. So, Carolina, of course, has the number one pick. No, first off, before we go there, do they trade or do they keep the number one pick?
No, they stay at number one.
They stay at number
did it
one.
for a reason. They made all them moves. Yeah, they're staying at number
Yeah.
one.
So the number one pick will go to Carolina, and according to this mock draft, they are picking up Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama. Your thoughts on that? Terrible.
I don't like it.
It's
don't like
the
it. They're
Jalen
trying
Hurts
to-
effect.
Yeah, they're trying to replicate what
They're trying to
Eagles did.
replicate what Jalen Hurts has been doing in Philadelphia, which we'll get into Jalen Hurts here in just a second. But it's not. Here's why it's not going to work. Because it's not Jalen Hurts. That's the
Right.
difference. Okay? Jalen Hurts made a Jalen Hurts effect because of Jalen Hurts. It turned out to be a real good quarterback in a really good scheme role, and it worked.
Correct.
Okay?
Yep.
Now, I could be totally wrong, and this is why I don't really like the draft, because you're basing it off their talent, but they have yet to see a lick of playing time on an actual NFL field.
Correct.
Now, so Bryce Young could come out here and he could be a lot better than a Jalen Hurts, or
it could be Kyler Murray.
he could be, Kyler Murray and just tank and just, that's anyways. To me, I think Bryce Young is not the best quarterback out of this group. I think the only reason he is number one in this group is because of where he went.
Yep. I mean, how else can you put it? That's accurate. I don't know. He could end up being great. Who knows? But I just got this feeling that he is going to struggle. I think he's going to come out of the draft and be a lot like a Kyler Murray, for real. He was playing well at Alabama with all that talent, man. But when you get into a system, you got to be devoted. You got to be focused. You got to learn everything you can about the NFL. And then it's even still hard after you do all that. So I have a hard time picturing him coming out and just having success. Plus, I don't think he's the best quarterback in the draft.
I mean, really, and honest to God, name me the last number one quarterback that was irrelevant, that like actually did something for their team. Michael Vick, Peyton Manning. Okay.
Can't. I really, honestly, I'm stumped right this minute trying to think.
Yeah,
of a
that's how
quarterback
long
that-
ago it's been. Like a guy like Peyton Manning, number one pick. Michael Vick, those were back in the day. Nowadays, last 10 years, 15 years, a quarterback that has been drafted number one has not done anything for their team.
Yeah,
Maybe Cam Newton in that 1 year that he was MVP and made it to the Super Bowl. But then look what he did in the Super Bowl.
because I can't. I mean, remember the year when you had Mariota and Winston? They both, nothing bad on Mariota. Listen, you know how I feel about Mariota, but no, I can't think of any of them, man. Ryan Leaf, who else did?
Yeah, Peyton was the last. Peyton and Michael Vick were the last ones. It's I don't understand why these general managers. I guess it's the sexy pick,
It is. That's all it is. It's a sexy pick.
This is a guy that everybody knows because all the media and ESPN does is talk about the quarterback.
About Josh
I don't
Allen.
know.
He won the number one, but he went pretty high.
Who?
Josh
Allen? Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Burrow?
No, he didn't go number one.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, but he probably should have in that draft.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of these quarterbacks that should have in drafts gone number one, but as we find out in the draft, it's the quarterbacks that get drafted late that actually flourish in the NFL.
Hey, the fact that Carolina gave up so much to get that number one, if they go and get Bryce Harper, what's his name? I can't even think of it now. Bryce Young. If they go and get Bryce Young and Bryce
Harper,
they have a shot. They will have a legit chance at that point. No, they're investing so much, dude, to where that this is the kind of move that if you draft a guy like him and he doesn't work out, you're losing your job, man.
Yeah.
You're absolutely losing your job. Yeah. So hope it works out.
Like hell. Houston at the number 2 pick, they're projected to pick CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. We both know how we feel about Ohio State quarterbacks.
Yeah, it doesn't work out.
Doesn't work. Does not work. Now, the good pick is coming from Arizona at number 3, which I believe this will be a very good pick if Arizona rolls with this. Defensive edge, Will Anderson out of Alabama. If you get anybody defensively out of Alabama, you won.
Yeah.
You won.
They might win the first round if they actually are able to get him. He's going to be an amazing player.
Yes.
These guys that get after the quarterback are just as important, I think, as the quarter. Well, maybe not as important as the quarterback, but they could win the day by drafting them.
Right. Colts at number 4 projected to pick Will Levis, quarterback at Kentucky. Yes, they are in desperate need of a quarterback, but do you take Will Levis? Is that going to be your next franchise quarterback?
Give me the Florida guy.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather go after Anthony Richardson than anybody right now. The way that these scouts were talking about Anthony Richardson at the combine is a lot like compared to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing with the Colts, they can't sit a quarterback for a year or two to get to know the system. They don't have a quarterback.
Who's going to show them?
Yeah. They don't have a quarterback. So guess what? If you're a quarterback and you get drafted to the Colts, you're starting next year.
Here you go, buddy.
You're starting next year. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
I like the Florida guy.
I do too. Seattle is projected at number 5 or at number 5, and they're projected to select Jalen Carter, defensive line out of Georgia. Very good pick for Seattle. Lions, number 6, projected to pick Lucas Van Ness, defensive end of Iowa.
Yeah.
Raiders quarterback, or Raiders are projected to pick quarterback out of Illinois, Devin Weatherspoon at number 7.
He had a good season.
He did. Number 8, the Falcons are projected to pick Tyree Wilson, defensive end out of Texas Tech. The Bears are projected to pick offensive tackle out of Northwestern, Peter Sorsinski. And number 10, the Eagles are projected to pick running back out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. That may not happen because there is a lot of talk going on right now that the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles are in talks to bring Derrick Henry to Philadelphia.
Boo. We don't want to go. I do not want to face that guy 2 times a season, man. Why are the Cowboys not trying to go after him?
I think Zeke has still got a sour taste in their mouth.
Probably so. Maybe they learned their lesson for a little while, before they go and get another running back. Although they are paying Tony Pollard $10 million to play, and they don't even know if he can play yet. So,
I mean, they did give Michael Gallup a outrageous contract with one knee. So
they brought back Miles Austin.
Say what?
After multiple hamstrings that are done
because Miles Austin had a hell of a game in Kansas City.
The Chiefs game. That's all it was. One game. He got paid for the rest of his life, man. Like, that's the Cowboys, bro. They fall in love with these little stories, man.
Homegrown is what they like.
Yeah.
Homegrown.
Yeah, well.
But anywho, so Bijan to the Eagles if the Derrick Henry thing doesn't happen. I mean, either way, that's a win-win for the Eagles. If they get any of these guys, if they get Derrick Henry, absolutely. Bijan Robinson out of Texas was a beast.
He's gonna be a great player in the NFL, man. I think he'll be just fine. But
speaking of great players, your boy you were talking about out of Florida, Anthony Richardson, he's projected to get picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at pick number 19.
So he's just got to beat out Baker Mayfield for the starting job. Is that
right? That's an easy job to take, right?
I think Richardson might be starting next season.
And our boys, the Cowboys, are projected to pick Michael Mayer, tight end out of Notre Dame. Your thoughts on that one?
I'm not surprised. Look, Mayer is a really good player. He really is, but golly, I don't know. They're just gonna go get a tight end. They're just basically telling Dak, you don't have to throw the ball very far.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's his go-to. Like, when Dalton Schultz went to Houston, I kind of knew, like, the Cowboys probably going to draft a tight end.
They have Ferguson. They have Hendershot. We talked about it earlier. They have tight ends already. I don't think that's a real sexy pick. I don't think they should go get the guy. I think they should get an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman.
Right.
Beef it up, man. It's not sexy, but it's what they need.
It's what they
Maybe
need.
A wide receiver. I know they got Brandon Cooks, but
right.
They need to go ahead and draft him a wide receiver.
True that. Now, real quick around the NFL, Jalen Hurts, as we talked about, he got paid. Yeah. Got paid big time. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback signs a 5-year extension worth $250,000 or $55 million.
It sounds like a lot of money, but dude, props to the Eagles because they got out ahead of this thing. They didn't let it drag and didn't let it go to where 2 or 3 other quarterbacks signed big ass contracts, and then they got to pay Jalen Hurts even more money. It's what the Cowboys did with Dak. They dragged it out and they ended up costing them way more than what it should have. So good for him. Good for him.
Somewhere out there, Lamar Jackson's talking to his mom.
Hey.
Say what?
This ain't right, mama.
Now, does this favor Lamar or does this hurt Lamar?
I mean, he'll probably end up getting more money than that, but as of right now, it's not looking very good. I don't know if teams are ready to buy in. I know that the Ravens were because they drafted him, and they were bought in on this dude, and they built that offense around this dude. But I don't know, man. I think he's a talented player.
So what's the holdup? Is he asking too much?
He hasn't. It's hard to say he hadn't proved enough to earn to deserve that much because he kind of has. I know people dog him and say he can't throw from the pocket, but if you go back and look at his numbers, look at his stats, look at his wins, he's worth every dollar, dude. Tell me
Right.
another quarterback you'd rather have over him. Would you rather have I don't know, would you rather have Dak Prescott or Lamar Jackson?
I was about to go there, but then, I'm thinking about it. Man, I don't know. Who would you rather have?
I'd probably, just because we've had him for a while, I'd probably say, no, you know what? I think I'd take Lamar, bro.
Really?
I think so. I love Dak. I don't love Dak, but I
But
do
what if
love
he, but what if he gets, what if he starts eating wings the night before in a crucial game? And
if he has to do to at halftime, it is what it is what it is, man. Look, I don't like that part. I probably would take Dak.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a girthy fart, man.
Also around the NFL, Damar Hamlin has announced that he is making a comeback. He's not retiring, folks. He's actually coming back.
But it's not the end of my story. This event was life-changing.
So what do you think on that?
But it's not the end of my story. So I'm here to announce that.
I thought he was quitting. I thought, like, when all this happened, he had come out and he had said, this shows me I have a different purpose for my life, and I'm going to pursue these other roads for my life. And then within 6 months, he's ready to come back and make a run at it.
My question is,
Oh no. Oh God.
was that really Damar Hamlin?
Dude, yes.
The neck
It was
tattoo, bro. The neck tattoo. It's not there no more. You can't just take a neck tattoo off.
Maybe. Wait. What?
Yeah.
I need to see side-by-side photos
Listen.
before I can have this argument with you.
Was that the real Damar Hamlin?
Yes, it was the real Damar Hamlin.
You sure it wasn't somebody that the government hired to make a football player that looked like Damar Hamlin?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
Right. We know Roger Goodell didn't want to have someone die on his field because no one would show up.
So what do you think? He money whipped his family to not come out and say that he actually really passed out there?
Absolutely.
Oh, dude.
Hey, man.
You voting for JFK this year? Voting for JFK Jr. in the
Junior.
election?
Junior, not senior. We all know what happened to senior.
Wait, what? Oh, fuck. You're wrong for that. Come
What?
on, man.
Back
I was a good president.
and to the left. Back and to the left.
Oh, that's so wrong, dude.
But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kidding around. I really think that's the real Damar Hamlin. But, there are conspiracy theorists out there that say that it's not him.
Yeah.
And, the neck tattoo is a big one, So
I need to see side by sides. Come on.
I do too. I don't know, man. It's one of those deals. It's like, why in the hell would you want to do that? Why would you want to bring that up? Like, the man went through a lot, and now you're saying that that's not really him. Get the fuck out of here.
I think it's more surprising that he's actually going to try to make a comeback after going through something like that.
Yeah.
that's
And supposedly the NFL has reinforced the chest plate, so to speak. So now, and you see it a lot on the catchers in the Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
They have the chest protector here, but right here in the part where your chest is, it's a metal, almost metal. I guess you can call it a metal plate, metal protector. So when the heart is impacted, it's not going to be as hard as previous. So that's what the NFL is going to do from here on out as well. So hopefully that, unfortunately, we had to have a Damar Hamlin situation to do that, but
Could have been worse, though.
could have been worse. Exactly.
Yeah. Man, we could be sitting talking about how we don't get to watch the NFL anymore.
Right.
If somebody dies on the field like that, I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. Roger Goodell, maybe.
Maybe he.
First and foremost, let me tell you about Damar Hamlin.
All right, Alex Jones.
College football, real quick, man.
Already?
Yeah, because this is a great story and I love it because it's a failure story, and it's a failure story to someone I can't stand. And it's actually down in College Station.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Urban Meyer.
No, Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher. Dude. A&M currently has 30 players in the transfer portal. 30 players that are with Texas A&M, one out.
Why? Is it
They
Jimbo?
probably Jimbo promised them a bunch of crap, and they're either not getting the playing time or just a bunch of, Jimbo's a car salesman, yeah, you'll get plenty of playing time. I promise you, man. You come to Texas A&M, we'll get you, and the NIL thing situation is not helping the cause either. So 30 athletes or 30 players on Texas A&M in the transfer portal, one out. Ridiculous.
They should have stayed out of the SEC, bro.
And then I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but ESPN had Colorado football, spring football, just like a little practice thing.
I did see it. I did.
75,000 people attended this.
They're ready, bro.
From a Colorado team that went 1-10 last year. But Dion is here, and boy, oh boy, are they hyped up there in Colorado. 70-something plus thousand people showed up just to watch a spring practice.
People are football horny, bro.
Oh my God, are they super excited over there?
Dion. Did he lose his toe or something? Or
Yes, he did lose a big toe. He did lose a big toe. But he's out there sporting the cowboy hat. Now, it's so funny because, there's snow all over the place over there in Colorado. Colorado just had another snowstorm. But, they were out there. 70+ thousand showed up to watch this.
It's impressive, man.
And guess who's on schedule to play the Colorado Buffaloes on the first game?
Jackson State?
No.
Who?
The TCU Horned Frogs.
Oh, man.
Amon Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. TCU against Colorado. How great is that going to be?
I don't know, man.
I like it, man. I like it. I would love to see, because there's a lot of hype in this Dion Colorado team. It's going to be interesting, man.
I don't know.
Going to be interesting.
I think Dion's going to have his team's going to be ready to play this year.
You don't think TCU, Sonny Dykes ain't going to have his team ready after that embarrassing national championship game?
I think they're going to still be hung over from it.
No.
I do, man. I do. I don't know. I don't buy into TCU like you do. They're fake to me.
How dare you?
I'm just messing with you, bro. Yeah, TCU should roll that game most likely. But
no, they don't have Max Duggan anymore, so it's be interesting to see who their quarterback's going to be.
they'll be all right. They're well coached.
I want to play this for you, man. This is some funny audio. This is some of the wrestlers back in the day, or no, it's not back in the day, but there's some funny things that they say. Just listen. Just listen to this.
I'm coming for you, boy. And I'm coming hard.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
That was Brock Lesnar saying, "I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for you hard."
Barack.
Here's the next quote. Listen
I
to
don't care. You come in my face, I'm going to fight you.
What?
Was that,
You come in my face? What?
who was that?
That was Rusev saying, "Yeah, you come in my face, I'm going to fight you."
Brutus the Buck, take a look at this. Brutus, this is incredible. What a package.
When you're not going to buy.
Oh, Mean Gene, looking at Brutus the Barber Beefcake's package.
Yeah.
To nut anytime we're in the ring.
Oh.
After I beat you
Uh-oh,
and
here's our
satisfy
favorite.
all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm going to get off by cranking your knob
Wait, what?
just a little beyond the breaking point.
But I want it too, and I had to fight inch for inch to get this, and I'm not about to lay down on my back and let someone cover me.
What?
Thank you very much.
God, no, hold on a second. No way, man.
Yeah, these are old school wrestling interviews that they say the wrongest things.
dude.
Hang on, there's more.
We're gonna be right back.
I'm gonna have to apologize ahead of time because I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Wait, what?
God, dude.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Oh boy.
And now the Warriors down on his knees. This one a long way from being over, boys. Absolutely. This is just warm-up right here.
Chris Kelly, I tell you what. When I get my hands on you, I'm going to eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
Wait, what?
Oh, man.
Jerking the edge off.
Wait. What? Jerking edge off.
Oh, my God.
Here it comes. It gets better.
Shawn Michaels, you can hide behind that commissioner's stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
Wait, what?
And Sting always coming from behind. As far as Bischoff goes, I'm going to eat his ass.
And Mark Henry is handling the Big Johnson.
I started out fighting in this barn when I was a little boy, and I don't care if my last fight is in this barn. Jimmy Garvin, you touched me in a personal way you never touched me before.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then you step up.
Uh-oh.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, brother,
Whoa.
then you grab a hold of me.
Wait,
And you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you. Now, it doesn't take a very big snake to do the job.
He succeeded. He was successful in just using his mouth to get the man off.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm going to take care of business the way it should be done. Perhaps I've been too nice. Perhaps I've been trying to be a real sports, a real gentleman. Now, Tully Blanchard, I want you.
Oh.
It's not Uncle Sam talking to you. It's Ronnie Garvin. I want you.
Oh.
And I'm going to get you.
Oh.
I'm going to have you. I'm going to get to touch your body.
What?
I'm not just making promises. I'm telling something that is going to be done, something that's going to happen in the future. Because bones do heal. But I've got a memory like an elephant.
Memory?
And I can do it like an elephant.
Well, what?
The Rock just jerked Helmsley off.
Even when I was a little teeny holster, there were a few things that turned me on, dudes. Fine-tuned guitars and firm-feeling women. But in the twilight of Hulk Hogan's career,
Can't hear
my
Hogan.
kids
Again.
turned
Man,
me
Hogan's on here a
I
lot.
am sick and tired of playing around with kids.
Wait, what?
I'm here to get it on with the big boys.
Listen up! There's been a lot of sports writers and sports editors flapping their yaps about us getting soft. I'll tell you what, there's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you
Wait, what?
catch my meaning. Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about! Because from the time I get in the ring with you, Guppy, it's gonna be a hard night, all night long.
Boing.
Nikita Koloff, when I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
Wait, what?
Rey Mysterio not sucking off anybody.
And Tully Blanchard, you can't run and hide from me anymore. And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. No baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distraction for you. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do. This isn't some game. This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on.
Wait, what?
This crowd expected a big explosion. You can bet they're going to get it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So wrestling moments, pause moments, as they called it. That was pretty hilarious. Did you see the man getting angry on a plane for a crying baby? Did you see this by any chance?
I didn't see the video. I saw like when I was scrolling through on some, I don't remember, I think Facebook or something. I saw somebody had posted about
This
it. This
dude is like jerk of the year, man. He gets on a plane. They're on a Southwest Airlines plane. Yeah, go figure. But he is ranting and raving about a kid or a baby that's crying on the plane. And so much that he is like cursing up a storm. Listen to this.
fucking comfortable flight. That child has been crying for 40 minutes.
40 minutes. The baby's been
You
crying.
can't put your fucking finger in my face like that. Calm the child down, please. I had headphones on.
Meanwhile, his wife is just sitting next to him, just embarrassed like hell.
You want me to scream? You want me to scream? I'll fucking scream. Please stop the baby. Please. Bro, please. That child was a black baby. What the fuck would be happening right now? Yo, I know you're not going there. You're not going there. I'm fucking going there. They're not in Florida yet. You can't do what the fuck you feel like.
Look, the flight attendants are trying to calm him down.
I was asleep the whole time. You haven't served me anything. Let's be rational. We are in a fucking tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being fucking okay? Okay, because you're yelling. So is the baby. Did that motherfucker pay extra to yell? Fuck you and shut up. I don't give a fuck. You were sitting there watching that motherfucking baby cry for 45 something.
Why would you get so mad?
I love it.
Fuck, lower that baby's voice.
I love it.
It's out there. I'm sorry.
His wife is totally embarrassed by that.
I agree with the guy.
Oh, come on.
I do, man, for real.
You ever been on a plane with a screaming baby?
Yes, I have. That's why I agree with this guy. I wish there was.
You can't put
something
headphones on
about
and
it.
just relax.
I think as a parent, you got to find a way to give them.
Oh, yeah.
You are motherfucking right because nobody was going to do somebody in Florida. That's right. That's right. I'll tell you the baby won't be talking. You have somebody be talking good about it. Good. No good, no fucking problem. I know an attorney just like you, motherfucker. I got rights. Now we work it the fuck out. We had to go through all of that. It's worked out now.
He's refusing to get off the plane.
Now he's refusing to get off the plane.
So now we're all getting deplaned.
Man.
He hadn't said anything. He wouldn't be sitting on this motherfucking
All right, he
flight
messed
with
up.
a kid crying for 45 minutes. It wasn't for 45 minutes.
He tried to plead his case that he had a right to yell because there was two adults with a crying baby, and he shouldn't have been disturbed.
Anywho, so your thoughts. So you've been on a plane with a screaming child
I have,
before.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So what do you do in that situation, though?
There's nothing you can do in that
Exactly.
situation. I know, but it's funny to hear somebody else say a lot of the things that I think people were probably thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's saying basically, look, you're telling me to calm down and be quiet. I've listened to this baby scream for 45 minutes now. Y'all didn't tell him to calm down and quit crying.
Right.
But it's a baby, bro. Come on. You can't act like
yeah,
that.
The baby. Probably his first flight, too, I would imagine.
I've only been on one flight in my entire life, and they had a baby screaming on it the whole way. So it made me very nervous the entire way there. Yeah.
Nothing says nervous than on your first flight, and my first flight wasn't too long ago. Huh?
Did you go to Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana. And we're on a delay because there's a big ass thunderstorm at DFW, right?
I ain't flying in that.
No. Unfortunately, we were already on the plane. We're just sitting there watching. So we finally take off like 45 minutes, an hour later. And turbulence is by far the worst experience if you are on your very first flight.
Yep.
You talk about butt cheek clench.
Yep.
That was that. Yeah. So, man, airplane stories. All right. So before we head out, real quick, I want to ask you. You said the Stars is this a must win for the Stars?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
So this is a must win for the Stars tonight as they face the Minnesota Wild. If they somehow survive and get past Minnesota, do you still see them going far?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
I see them. I think they need a little scare. I think this game is that little scare. If they fall behind early in this game, it could be end of the season for them. You know what I mean? They're not that kind of team that usually comes back and scores a bunch of goals. So I think they can win a lot of games. I think they can go deep in this playoffs. I think they can make it to the Stanley Cup, but it starts tonight, dude. Like, they got to get this series tied up.
Yeah.
Have to.
Bold prediction. Stars will make it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, man.
Bold prediction. I'm saying, and I got another bold prediction for you, and it has to do with this team behind me.
Don't you dare.
This team behind me, the Texas Rangers, will be a force to be reckoned with this year. And at the trade deadline, they will make, perhaps, if everything goes great, I think they will make a trade that will shake up Major League Baseball.
Mike Trout.
Close.
Shohei
Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. If the Angels are struggling, I guarantee you Shohei Ohtani will be traded.
I hope.
And the Texas Rangers will pick him up and will make the championship run. That is my bold prediction, ladies and gentlemen.
That's bold as hell, man.
So be on the lookout for that. Let's see how good I am on that.
I hope you're right.
Yep. That'd be a great pickup. But anyways, that's going to do it for us tonight or today on this Sunday morning. Thank you guys for checking out with us. Sorry about the delay on the previous one, but we got it all fixed. We're good now. That's going to do our show today. So I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. Always check us out on our Facebook page, facebook.com/thesportsbras21. Also, you can check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/thesportsbras21. And we're also on Twitch now, twitch.tv/thesportsbras. So with that said, Keith, do you have anything else you want to say before we head out, my friend?
Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars.
Let's go Stars.
Let's go Stars.
Let's go Stars. And with that said, take us home, my friend. Let's go watch some stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to another awesome episode of your boys, Sports Bras.
And never, ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide unless you're the Minnesota Wild going against the Dallas Stars in Game 4 tonight. Let's go Stars!
Let's go Stars. Come on.
Let's go Stars. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Adios.